Christmas was the favorite time of the year for 40-year-old Lieutenant Brian Sack. Inside his office, the Christmas tree was well decorated with ornaments, but he knew the gifts were not always perfectly wrapped under the tree. He met one of life's greatest gifts during a welfare check some years ago in Kingman, Arizona. That town is known for being the heart of historic Route 66. Most police calls are about theft or drugs or domestic violence, but on that particular day, Brian was assigned to help with a case of child abuse. The victim was a 2-year-old girl named Kayla. My heart felt for this little girl who was covered in bruises. She just had a very strong spirit. She had a skull fracture, a brain bleed, and a dislocated elbow, Brian said. He was shocked to see the child at first, and it was not the first time for him to see such things during his work. Brian said, "I had a 13-month-old die. That was hard. It's something that is emotionally scarring that I relive every time I talk about it. Look, Kayla could be that little girl, but God had a different plan." First, he made friends with Kayla as they waited for social workers. When the authorities were looking for a foster family for Kayla, his kindness was revealed. Brian said, "The question that changed our lives forever was, would you actually consider being a placement home?" And we immediately said, yes. Kayla was only supposed to be with Brian and his wife and their 2 older children, Raina and Trevin, for a short time. They said it would only be a couple of weeks to a month until they could find a placement home for her. We played it week by week, month by month, court date by court date, not knowing how long we would really have, Brian said. While waiting, Brian was often thinking about where Kayla would live long term. With lots of tears, he said, "If I stopped and thought about it, it would make me sick to my stomach not knowing what the girl's future would be if she left. Having seen what happens when children are in the system, it made me worry a lot more." Brian's family always made Kayla happy and created memories with her. They took her to Disneyland and Hawaii. After 4 years, now Brian and his wife are her adoptive parents. In his own words, Brian said, "It's very much in my blood. I feel very fortunate to have the career I've had and help the people that I've helped. You get to see the difference you make. You get to know the people you help. And there are very, very kind people here." Brian said to those who are hesitating to foster or adopt, it's one of the best decisions he and his family have made. Just do it. The process isn't as harsh or overburdened as we thought, Brian said. Yes, his words are echoing into our ears. His family decision encourages many of us not to hesitate to foster or adopt the ill-fated and underprivileged one. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.